have any personal goals this year, like any statistics you want to hit, like a certain amount of home runs, certain amount of runs batted in, anything like that?
I'm not a huge statistic guy. I've never really been like, hey, I want to hit 350. Hey, I want to hit 5 jacks. I've never really been a statistic guy, like circle this or that. I'm really big on the process of what I'm doing. I want to get better every day, and so that's ultimately been the goal. Preseason-wise, coming in, getting better every day. What are you struggling with right now? Let's try to get it fixed. And that's one of the things that I think has helped me a little bit. I think you can kind of get caught up in results sometimes if you want to hit an average or something like that. And it works for some guys. For me, it usually doesn't work, and so I try to stay obsessed and focused with the process of it.
So does the fact that it's your guys' last season in this particular conference, does that change anything for you guys?
Yeah, you obviously want to go out with a bang, right? You want to always leave something better than you found it, and so that's what we want to do. We want to go out with a bang and have a lot of success. In the conference tournament, we want to do well, and the goal is to ultimately win it, and then make a really, really deep run in the NCAA tournament as well. And so one of those things that we're excited about doing, and so hopefully we can get it done.
How do you feel about the guys on your schedule who aren't part of the conference, like your Clemsons, your guys from the Sun Belt? How do you feel about those opponents?
Really excited to play them. I think we're going to, when you play those bigger teams, bigger games, I think winning matters. When you play a higher caliber team, when a lot of teams are watching, I think winning matters, because I think in a way you can open some eyes of the talent that's around and the talent that's on this team. And so hopefully we have success against those teams and open some eyes about what UCF baseball is all about.
Contributed to a pretty historic night, most home runs in a season as well as most home runs in a game. What does that mean to you?
That's really cool. I didn't know it was most home runs in the game. That's really fun.
Yeah.
Not as good as my boy Lex over here, but that was still a really, really fun night, and awesome to see a bunch of guys hitting well. Russo, first one of the year, that was really awesome. Of course, McCabe, he's home run king around here, but really, really fun. When the ball's fine like that, it's in the nights are hitting them like that, it's a lot of fun.
Now you guys got a pretty long stretch of away games. How important was it to have a performance like this tonight at home before you go off on that long road stretch?
Yeah.
And what do you guys need to do in those games on the road?
Yeah, I think it always helps to get some momentum going into a big road series or really a weekend in general, whether that's at home or away. But momentum is a really, really big thing in baseball, and if you can carry it from one game to the next, it would be huge, And so as we go start the long trek of the road series that we're going to be playing, just got to execute, play our style of ball. Hit like the Knights have been hitting. Need some arms to step up, but I know they will. That's just baseball. And then defensively, just execute. And I think if we do that, we'll be sitting right where we want to be sitting.
Last one. You mentioned R.J. Harvey earlier. He had a good day today, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns, capping off a great regular season. What's it been like playing beside him?
He's unbelievable. He is one of those guys that, at the beginning of the season, he's to himself a little bit. He's reserved, but the more you play with somebody, the more you go through stuff with somebody, man, the closer you get. And he's one of my really good buddies on this team, and I'm thankful for him outside of football, but inside of football, he's unbelievable. You read that stat line, and that just sounds like another day for R.J. Harvey, but it's really unbelievable. But it just goes to show just how special that he is, and man, I'm glad he's a Knight for sure.
How about the Georgia Tech defense?
Really talented. They got some athletes on that side of the ball. I know they had some guys opt out for the bowl game, but they still got guys that are going to step up, just like we have guys that are going to step up as well. And so, great scheme. Do some similar stuff that they did to us last year, but they also have some new twists on some things. And so, when you're playing a defense that has athletes like they do, you have to bring A game. You have to execute at a high level, and so that's what we're looking to do.
Be the UCF Knights right now.
John, do you have any update on you potentially playing baseball for UCF next season, or is this the last time we'll see you in any UCF uniform?
Still got some praying to do. We'll see. Updates on that in the next coming weeks.
With this being your final home game, how do you want UCF to remember your time here, and to flip that, how are you going to remember your time on the UCF football team? That's
a good question. I'll always look back at this time of my life and be thankful. Man, all the people that surround myself during this time has been amazing. Obviously not done yet. We got one more, but obviously the flood of memories coming back, the wins in the bounce house are unbelievable. I would want Night Nation on the football aspect to remember me as a competitor, ready to lay it all on the line at any given play when it's needed. But playing quarterback is just one of the things that I do. It's not who I am. I would rather be known as the guy in the locker room that the guys look up to, the Christ follower that was bold about his faith. A couple of things that come to mind of the things that I would want to be remembered as. Quarterback is just one thing that I do. It's not who I am, and I hope that my time at UCF, I've reflected that. Obviously, I want to be the best quarterback in the country, best quarterback in the world, but ultimately it is not who I am.